So thank you for joining us today at our physically distanced ribbon cutting celebration for Waldo Middle School. My name is Caleb Roberts. I'm the Capital Construction Communications Coordinator for the 2018 bond program. We're here today to celebrate the completion of construction at Waldo Middle School. We're very happy about our celebration today because this is the 5th project to complete construction in the bond program. Joining our list of completed projects, along with North Salem High School, McNary High School, Judson Middle School, and Gubser Elementary School. The district continues to make very good progress with construction as we roll into the fall. We currently have 15 projects under construction, in active construction, and we are gearing up to start 17 more projects next year. Before we start our celebration, I'd like to recognize the elected officials in attendance. First, we have Salem's Mayor, Chuck Bennett. Thank you for joining us. We also have School Board Vice Chair Danielle Bethel, who represents Zone 6. And we have Jesse Leopold, School Board Director, who represents Zone 5. Thank you all for being here. So as we move forward today, our speakers will come up to the podium and give their remarks. We have hand sanitizer that we will give to you as you come up to the podium, and we will also give to you again once you leave the podium. Once our speakers finish talking, including our student speakers, we will invite our 2 Waldo students to come cut the ribbon on all the exciting new changes. So with that, let's get started, and please join me in welcoming to the podium our first speaker, Salem's Mayor, Chuck Bennett.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's a real honor to be here. This is my 3rd construction project. It's here at Waldo, not at Waldo, but in the district. It's really been a pleasure to be part of this project and to be a participant at this point. Salem has seen a lot of exciting changes at our schools, and in just the past couple of months, voters approved a nearly $620 million bond measure 2 years ago that's providing much-needed improvements at schools across the city of Salem. As mayor of this really wonderful city, I'm truly proud of the way that this community has supported our students as well as our teachers. This bond is an investment in the future of our community, and the improvements funded by the bond are providing high-quality learning spaces that are in turn enhancing the learning environment for our students. As a community that is so invested in our kids, we can all be proud of the support that we're showing for our teachers, volunteers, district administration, and all others involved in the education of our students. This is as we prepare them for graduation and life beyond. The new and renovated spaces, which are a direct product of our tax dollars at work, create enhanced facilities that will ultimately support our students to their full potential as they grow into strong contributors to our local economy and our community. As mayor, I can't thank this community enough for supporting this bond. It is supporting our children. Thank you, voters, for allowing these much-needed improvements to take place in our schools. Congratulations, Waldo Middle School, and I'd like to invite now School Board Vice Chair Danielle Bethel to the podium to share a few words. Danielle?
Thank you, Mayor Bennett. Hello, everybody. My name is Danielle Bethel, and I'm the Vice Chair of the Salem-Keizer School Board and a Waldo alum. That was a long time ago, but the school looks still amazing today. I'm filling in for Waldo's Board Director, Marty Hayen, who wanted to be here today but can't attend. I'm happy to join you to celebrate this great achievement, and I share in the excitement for all the wonderful new changes here at Waldo Middle School. I want to share a message with you that speaks to the importance of our growing relationships with all the communities. The Indian Education Department, in collaboration with the district's Indian Education Parent Advisory Committee, has prepared a land acknowledgement that the district will use at all of our public events. I will now read that acknowledgement. Acknowledgement is critical in building the necessary trust to coexist in harmony with one another. Indigenous tribes and bands have been apparent on the lands that we inhabit today in the Willamette Valley and throughout Oregon and the Northwest for time immemorial. Here in the Willamette Valley, the ancestry of the Kalapuya reaches the furthest back in time, reminding us that this bountiful and plentiful valley has been called home to its original inhabitants long before the names of the snowy peaks in the distance were even re-identified. It is important to understand the significance of this, as the people of this land still exist and inhabit this valley as its heirs to it, or archaeological artifacts, but as mutual contributors to the modern society we live in. We would like to forward our respect to the first peoples of this land, the 9 federally recognized tribes of Oregon, and those whose identities, have been compromised as belonging to this land and who do not fall under state or federal jurisdiction. We reflect on the displacement, forced removal, and genocides that still took place throughout Oregon and beyond. To ensure we truly honor the gravity of our past, giving a guarantee that people may live in harmony and equity on this land for posterity. We would like this acknowledgement to carry resonance as a tool of peace and mutual respect to all that reside here, who come from afar to contribute to the energy and vibrancy of the place we call home, the sacred lands of the Willamette Valley. Please join us in uncovering such truths at any and all public events. Thank you for supporting our students, our district, and this bond. I'd now like to invite Assistant Superintendent Ethan Udesaneta to the podium.
Thank you, Director Bethel. My name is Ethan Udesaneta. I'm here for Superintendent Perry, who can't be with us here today. So first off, good afternoon. It's a great day to be a Waldo Mustang. So we're standing in front of a beautiful new expanded cafeteria that wasn't here just a year ago. And it's thanks to the many people that this dream has turned into a reality. I'm proud of the efforts of many of the district staff members, our construction contractors, and of course, our amazing community. Waldo's the 5th school to complete construction in the bond program. We've invested over $14 million for expansions and renovations in this learning facility, which will be provided more space to serve our growing student population. Students will benefit from an improved environment provided by the new and modern space, and staff will have more adequate space to support our students, thanks to the 21st century upgrades. There are a few people that I want to thank today. First, Triplet Wellman Contractors. You've done an amazing job with the construction and the renovation of this building, and to make sure it was a safe work environment throughout the entire process. We appreciate your diligence, hard work, and attention to detail in providing these important improvements to support Waldo's community. Next, I'd like to recognize Soderstrom Architects. You did an awesome job with the design work of the additions and making sure each of the new renovated spaces matched our vision to support students. And of course, Day CPM, our contracted program, our project management firm. You've done an absolutely amazing job merging our teams in supporting Salem-Keizer in developing and delivering the promises of the historical bond program. Thank you all. Next is our district construction management team. Our construction manager, Joel Smallwood, where are you, Joel? Has done an exceptional job for managing our bond program and working with contractors and schools to meet the needs of students throughout this construction work. And our Chief Operation Officer, Mike Wolf, he's done an exceptional leadership job of the bond management team and overall bond program to make sure these projects are within budget. Thanks, Mike and Joel, and your team. You all have done an outstanding job. I also have community leaders I'd like to thank today, such as Pacoon and Yes for Salem-Keizer Schools campaign. They knocked on thousands of doors and organized events and circulated an amazing amount of information to our community to support the 2018 bond measure. The improvements that we are seeing at the school throughout the district were made possible thanks to their dedication, direct action, and advocacy for our schools. So school has started, and I know it's been a challenging start to the school year. I know we're also eager to return to in-person learning, which is why it's so important that we need to lower the infection rate and meet the state's safety metrics for COVID-19. Let's continue to wear our face coverings, maintain physical distance, and practice good physical hygiene to help contain the spread of coronavirus. Students aren't in the building with us just yet, but teachers are here providing support, holding virtual classes, and working hard to help students thrive in this virtual world through comprehensive distance learning. And when we return in person, we will be strong enough to face any challenges or obstacles that come our way. Thank you again to the Salem-Keizer voters. I'd now like to invite Principal Tricia Nelson to the podium.
Had my hands sanitized, and I'm going to touch the mic. I am Tricia Nelson, and I am so proud to be the principal at Waldo Middle School because of kids like these two standing out here. This is their home. They're home away from home. And it's quite a celebration today to be here and open these doors to these kids. Hopefully soon we open them to all 1,200 of them. This was a large construction project that was completed by the hands of an amazing construction contractor, Triplet Wellman, and with the vision of an awesome architect firm, Sodersom Architects. I want to give a special tribute to our contract foreman, David Raplia. Wave your hand there, mister. This guy completed this project, delayed permitting, then we had a wetland. We discovered we have a wetland, a pandemic, an arson fire, and then wildfires. But nothing could stop that guy from getting this done. Thank you, David. About a year before construction began, Waldo had a group of staff members who worked together with the construction team, or excuse me, the architect team, to design some of the things that you will get to see when you're in the building. I don't know that any of them are here today except Joe and myself, but I may be forgetting. So if you're here and you were on that design team, I want to thank you for your efforts as well. Waldo now has 4 new classrooms and 4 new science labs, an additional space in our cafeteria, and a new multi-purpose fitness room. The multi-purpose room provides more space to carry out activities and for students to be active in. The new classrooms and science lab give additional learning spaces, help relieve the overcrowding, which we were so overcrowded. There was a tiny bit of time when I said COVID was the best thing that happened to us because we were so crowded. But that only lasted for about a minute, and then I was done with that. And we also have opportunities for 21st science education as students prepare for high school. Teachers will now have adequate space to carry out lesson plans, and some of them are even utilizing that space now, even in distance learning. The additional space in the cafeteria behind me and the servery will shorten lunch lines. Kids, you're going to like that. And add seating and improve traffic flow. It'll be able to allow us to cut down from 3 lunches to 2 lunches. And that doesn't sound like much to you, but one day, if we ever do 3 lunches, I'm going to invite you all over to supervise 3 lunches, and then you're going to know what I mean. It saves on instructional time as well, so ultimately that means more time in the classes for students. We know our parents are eager for the time when it is safe to return to in-person learning, and believe me, I am ready for it. Especially with all this new space that you'll get to see soon. The Waldo team feels every one of us want to be back in here, seeing you grow and learn in this new school. I'd now like to introduce 2 of our 1,200 kids who are the reason we all did what we did. And they're going to come up and share a few words. Please welcome Julian Orozco and Betty Leela Chanel. Come on up. And they're going to say their names the proper way. I tried, Julian.
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Julian. I'm an 8th grader here at Waldo Middle School. I'd like to start out by thanking the Salem-Keizer community for passing the bond. Thanks to all the changes that were made, students will be able to grow, and have more success at school. Some new features I'm excited about is the fitness room and science lab because I like to exercise and do experiments a lot. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Betty Layla Chaniel, and I'm an 8th grader here at Waldo Middle School. I am also very happy and excited to be here today. I'd like to say thank you to the Salem-Keizer community for passing the bond and allowing Waldo to expand our school building. The changes at Waldo include 4 new classrooms, 4 new science labs, a cafeteria expansion, and a multi-purpose fitness room. All these changes will help us students because it gives us more space to grow and learn. One of the features that I am most excited for is the cafeteria because it will definitely be probably more spacer than before. With that being said, I want to say thank you again because of all the changes that happened for Waldo will help contribute student success. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all for sharing. That was awesome. So at this time, we're going to ask our students to come back up to the ribbon and get ready to cut. So we're going to get everything situated for that. And the mayor and Danielle Bethel. Sorry, didn't forget about you guys. Okay, so let's get everything situated. I'll just hold the mic. Is that probably really loud? All right, we're gonna let the photographer. Give the camera. Wait, what just happened?